We're all waiting for the same thing. The decision by Kirk Cousins to come back or test the waters of free agency. Oh my God.
Block. Who do you block?
Brandon Powell. You have Brandon Powell pushing Nick Mullins to get a first down. What? Why?
The Mad Pick ran out for us.
When we needed this guy over and over again, he would not be denied. On Monday Night Football.
Go Vikings.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Vibes. This is Sunday night, March 10th, the day before legal tampering in the NFL. And I woke up this morning and saw some news that potentially Kirk Cousins will be deciding by tonight, Sunday night, March 10th, if he will sign back with the Vikings or test free agency and basically get the bag. I guess we will see if we like that. I don't know. There's so many different things out there that I don't know. There was a post, let me see, by ESPN's Jeremy Fowler. And he said the latest is that Minnesota and Kirk Cousins have left open the window that they can get something done before Monday's negotiation period. I kind of feel like that window has always been open. It's just we don't know what either party wants. We don't know if Kirk I know both sides have said that, Kirk has said he wants to stay here for the rest of his career, and Kwesi and KOC have both said they want Kirk here, but I mean that should be all just for media. Like you got to know by now that that's not how it works. Sometimes it's just that's what they got to say. So we don't really know if the Vikings are actually planning on wanting Kirk back. I would assume so, but at the right price. And we don't know if Kirk wants to come back, or which he's got to know by now that if he goes somewhere else, he can get a lot more money than what we're going to give him. So is he going to take a friendly deal and stay with the Vikings and the playbook that he knows already? He'll be going into year 3. And that is one thing that he has said before, that up until last year, every year in his career, he's had a different offensive coordinator, different playbook. He's had to learn a new offense every year up until last year. Now, going in this year, he'll still have the same head coach, still have the same offensive coordinator, Wes Phillips. He won't need to learn a new offense. Now, is he going to want to go somewhere and basically restart again? I would say that it at this point it's hard because he's used to it. So he's like, he could be like, well, I've done it my whole career. Why change now? I'm gonna get some more money. Who cares? I'll learn a new playbook. I know how to do it. Like it would be different if Kirk had consistency with offensive coordinators and playbooks and things like that. But he's used to doing that. And I don't know. It's hard to say. We are I'm literally just sitting here waiting for my phone to go off with news on what Kirk's decision is going to be. And by the time I know this isn't live, but by the time this gets published out on my YouTube channel, there might have been an answer already. So we could already know as you're watching this. I will try to follow up with a video, possibly tomorrow, after we know what his decision is going to be. Depending on what is all happening and what's all said, I might wait until maybe there's going to be a deal. Not signed, because you can't sign a contract fully until Wednesday. But they always say, oh, they're reported to have agreed on terms. So if that happens, I might wait a little bit to cover that in the same video. So yeah, it's just so hard. I guess I've said it before. We'll see if Kirk is really about the money, or giving up having Justin Jefferson as a weapon I feel like that would be a very hard thing to turn down. But if you're really in it for the money, I guess, what do you want more? So, and me and Jaron have talked. I was going to try to get him on here, but it's very hard. But anyways, one of the things we talked about is, we've been talking about the draft for the last, I don't know how many weeks. Just that's basically all we talk about. And we made a good point the other day, and if Kwesi screws this draft up, regardless of what Kirk decides, I just feel like Kwesi is a bust of a GM if he messes his draft up. And the way he can mess this draft up is to not take a QB. I don't care if Kirk comes back, say he signs a 2-year deal tonight, tomorrow, whatever. Okay, yeah, fine. Kirk Cousins is our quarterback for the next 2 years. But I've said this before, and I'll say it again. This draft class for quarterbacks is very, very good, if not one of the best that I've seen. That doesn't mean that they're all going to succeed in the NFL, because we've all seen that story where oh my God, this guy's so good in college, he's going to go high, and then he's just a bust in the NFL. That could happen to any player. I understand that. But I just feel like if Kirk stays, we still need to get a quarterback in this draft. You can't how do you put it? You can't turn down going out and getting a QB. I can't imagine not drafting a QB in this draft with how old Kirk is, coming off of an Achilles injury, and not going out and getting a QB in this draft to sit behind a veteran and learning for 2 years and be even better prepared to take over this team when Kirk is gone. That's what we need to do. I don't care what happens. No matter what, the bottom line here is we need a quarterback in this draft 2024. Absolutely needs to happen. Now, to branch off of that, we need to stop being freaking conservative. Let's go balls to the wall and go for it all. And hey, if it don't work, well, at least we freaking tried to do something big instead of sitting back and playing it safe and knowing we ain't gonna go anywhere. I'm sick of that happening. We're so conservative. I don't care. Give up a couple first rounders to move up to 3. Hell, 2. If you want to, you gotta risk it to get the biscuit. That's what me and Jaron say. It just we just gotta stop being conservative. I know that it's a high risk giving up a lot of draft picks and first rounders to move up to 2, 3. And now with Mac Jones getting traded to Jacksonville this morning, I have a bad feeling that New England is going to want to go get JJ McCarthy at number 3, and that's who me and Jaron really like. That's who we want. So for us to move up to number 3, that would have to take a lot. Because New England's like, no, we're taking a quarterback. If we trade with you, we know that who you're going to take, and that's who we want. But there's been talks that they've been interested in Bo Nix, but I don't see Bo Nix needing to go at number 3. He could possibly, we could swap first round picks, 3 for 11. And they could probably get him at 11. So what else do we do? Move up to 2 with Washington? They're not going to want to give up the chance to draft Jaden Daniels, because if we take Jaden Daniels or JJ McCarthy number 2, whoever we don't take, New England is going to take at 3. So what? I mean, kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place with this Mac Jones trade, unless New England is going to go out for a free agent quarterback, maybe Russell Wilson, maybe Zach Wilson. Maybe they're gonna try and trade. Who knows? It's a brand new head coach there, Gerard Mayo. So I'm getting very nervous, especially with this whole Mac Jones trade. I just feel like it's kind of too good to be true for what I want to happen in the draft for us Vikings. So let's take it down a couple notches here. On the other side of the spectrum, I know me and Jaron hate talking about it. And a lot of Vikings fans hate talking about this, hate talking about the possibility. But I just want to set the stage for something that could very well happen. So for under $2 million, Kwesi could sign Russell Wilson. Now, we do not want him at all. But hey, look here. He started playing well late last season for the Broncos. He didn't have the weapons that we do here. He can be he was and can be a good quarterback in this league. I mean, he has won a Super Bowl. That was a long time ago, but he still has that experience, I guess you could say. Yes, his personality absolutely sucks, and that's the biggest problem we have with him. It's hard to get over. It really is, because it can and probably would be a cancer in the locker room. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to start thinking realistically. Even though we don't want it, there's a very high possibility that it could happen. Don't get me wrong. If it happens, I'm going to be absolutely pissed, and I will show it. But me and Jaron, along with probably a lot of other Vikings fans, have confessed that if we get Russ Wilson's, we're done. We're done being Vikings fans. No, we're not. Let's get real here. This is our team. No matter what happens, it's just gonna hurt for a little while. It's gonna suck. But we'll just have to take it as it goes. So, and then there's some other ones that have been thrown around. Zach Wilson, we could get him very cheap. He has a big arm. Way different situation he would be in here than in New York. He had Garrett Wilson there, but just a different situation, different team, better weapons. We did them cheap, and I just kind of say, why not? I know his accuracy has kind of been iffy, but and then another one is Sam Darnold, but I don't know how to feel about Sam Darnold. I don't really want even with Zach Wilson. I mean, I wouldn't be completely mad about it, but I want to start. I want to draft a QB and have Kevin O'Connell groom this quarterback, and just have him blossom under KOC. Not some veteran player that has already been trained, not really trained, but been under a different NFL head coach. Just want a kind of a fresh new start with a rookie. I know there's going to be rookie mistakes. There's going to be bumps. There's going to be, rocky roads, but that is the case with all rookies. Even though CJ Stroud was absolutely amazing in his rookie season, he had his bumps. We could still sign Zach Wilson and still go for a quarterback in the draft. It could be kind of an insurance policy for us. I know that Nick Mullins might still be on the team as a backup, but you know what? What are you gonna do? Like, if our first string quarterback gets hurt, say if it's Kirk, he gets hurt for the year again, you're gonna go back to Nick Mullins and have a repeat of last year? I don't think so. Yeah, he can put up the yards, but when it matters most, he throws the picks. When the game's on the line, he chokes, he throws an interception. He can put up over 400 yards. But when the game is on the line, you can't count on him. He's not clutch. So, we're still waiting for the decision with Kirk. Another quarterback that has agreed to terms that was going to be a free agent is Baker Mayfield. It was a few hours ago, he agreed to a 3-year deal worth up to $115 million with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Baker will not be on the free agent market. I don't know how that impacts us. It could have. I don't know. There's just so many things we don't know right now, and hopefully tonight is the first step in going forward of what are we going to do. So all we got to do is sit here and wait. And what are you going to do, Kirk?